It was an unbelievable time. Then shortly before we flew out to come back to get married, that was when Lehman Brothers collapsed, and overnight Ireland just dived.
That had a knock-on effect throughout Europe, and then people stopped buying houses because there was credit rating was gone, there was no borrowing. And Ireland was putting up, I think it was 95,000 houses a year at that time. And the population, there was people coming in from Eastern Europe who were probably occupying these, but also people were buying 2 and 3 houses. You might have a normal job, but you'd have 2 or 3 houses, and 2 or 3 of those you'd live in one, and the other 1 or 2 you had rented out to these Eastern European people that were coming in to build these houses, and it was all had a knock-on effect. And then when the bust came, the money was gone, so that means the house building stopped. So these people from Eastern Europe, then they were going back to their own countries, or going to England, or going to other places in Europe to gain employment, and it just had a huge knock-on effect.
Because of decisions that have been made by banks and by people in their offices, that there's now going to be generations of taxpayers trying to pay off this debt that they were forced into, that the country was forced into.
So then banks again start to repossess houses, but what people are doing, they can't pay for them, so they're just handing back the keys.
For sale signs went up everywhere, and building sites were being closed. In these tiny little villages, there would be these massive building sites of houses being built, and all of a sudden just a fence go up around them. That was it, this eyesore left in the villages. And you wouldn't have been able to believe it if you had visited 6 months apart, the difference in what was happening in Ireland.